Have you ever felt this way? You wake up one morning and receive some bad news, maybe an unexpected medical bill, an undeserved criticism, or perhaps just the hollow feeling of looking at an empty chair once occupied by a loved one. It feels like a sudden strike, doesn't it? That is the first arrow, the unavoidable piercing pain of the human condition. But what happens next? Very quickly, our mind starts talking. It whispers, "Why does this keep happening to me? What did I do wrong? Or I'll never get over this." Suddenly, the initial pain, the first arrow, has transformed into endless suffering. You see, the majority of our distress comes from the second arrow, the one we fire into ourselves. Welcome to my channel, Buddha Essence Wisdom. I am a Zen master, and I am here to help you gently remove that second arrow. In my many years of working with friends in our generation, I realized that at this stage of life we don't need more dry philosophy. We need simple, liberating truth. And that truth is, clear seeing doesn't promise to remove the first arrow that is simply part of life. But it can certainly remove the second arrow, helping you face reality with compassion and inner strength, instead of turning pain into self-condemnation. I want you to imagine this. When a storm hits you, feel the rain and see the wind that's the first arrow. But if you believe the storm came solely to punish you, that is the second arrow. Buddhist wisdom and meditation practice help us separate the two. Please sit with me for a moment, and together we will learn how to remove that second arrow gently, mindfully. If these sharings resonate with you, please subscribe to my channel to support me in making future videos. Let's begin. Now I want us to talk about a concept that becomes incredibly important as we navigate the second half of life, fear. For decades, we've been driven by a deep need for security. When we were younger, we naturally sought that security outside ourselves, didn't we? It was tied to external milestones, securing a stable job, accumulating enough wealth, building a perfect family, establishing a certain reputation. We built our sense of worth, our eyes, our identity on these fragile, shifting foundations. We walk through life in a suit of emotional armor, constantly trying to polish and defend this constructed self. But here is where clear seeing brings profound freedom. When we truly practice the wisdom of non-self anatta, we begin to recognize that the I we are so desperately trying to protect is just a collection of memories, fears, opinions, and roles. It's a beautiful but utterly fragile mental construct. Think of it this way. You are driving a car made of glass, and you are terrified of traffic. Your fear is necessary only if you truly believe that glass car is your real permanent self. The moment you see the fragility, the moment you realize that fixed I you are defending is not solid, that it's just flowing, changing mental weather, something extraordinary happens. You automatically activate what we call the fearless heart, or abhaya. This is not a sudden aggressive bravery. It's a deep, quiet, unshakable peace that doesn't depend on external conditions. When you stop expending all that energy protecting a false identity, you stop fearing loss. You stop fearing blame. You stop fearing the judgment of others. The wisdom of abhaya teaches us that strength doesn't come from wearing thicker armor. It comes from having an open, yielding heart. That openness is what nothing can truly shatter. It is the greatest gift we can give ourselves in this stage of life. Now that we've talked about removing the armor of fear, let's move to the next powerful concept, how external shifts. What the Buddha called the 8 worldly winds lose their grip on us. We've talked about removing the external armor and the fear of loss. But there is one more prison we must dismantle, a prison built entirely of our own thinking. You see, for most of our lives we have operated under a profound yet silent misunderstanding. We believe our thoughts are the absolute truth. If your mind tells you, "I should have invested differently," you carry the weight of regret as if it's a fact. If your mind insists, "Everyone is judging my choices," you instantly feel certain and anxious. This constant, unquestioned identification with the stream of mental chatter is what keeps the second arrow flying, even when you're alone in a quiet room. But clear seeing offers us a revolutionary perspective, a simple practice that changes everything. It teaches us that a thought is not a truth. It is an event. I want you to imagine this. Your mind is the weather, and you, your true self, your awareness, are the vast open sky. The weather can be anything. It can be a passing cloud of doubt, a stiff wind of criticism, or a full-blown thunderstorm of panic and anger. When you identify with the weather, when you say, "I am the storm," you are tossed and turned and utterly defined by it. But when you realize you are the sky, vast, unbroken, and untouched, you can hold the storm without becoming the storm. This shift is subtle, but it is the gateway to freedom. Instead of saying, "I'm anxious," try observing, "Anxiety is present." Instead of collapsing into "I am failing," simply notice the thought of failure has arisen. By changing that one small word from "I am" to "is present," you create a critical distance. You realize you are the one aware of the anger, the one witnessing the thought. And the one who witnesses something can never truly be that something. The sky is never harmed by the weather. It holds the rain, the sun, and the wind, and remains itself. As we move into the next segment, let's explore how to use this awareness to find those precious pockets of freedom in your everyday life. We have learned that we are the sky and our thoughts are merely the weather. That is wonderful. But there is still one hurdle. For most of our lives, we have operated as automated machines where a reaction follows a stimulus instantaneously. Think about it. A critique arrives and your defensive reaction surges up without any gap. A plan changes and your annoyance, your frustration, instantly devours the moment. We are constantly swept away. This is how we surrender our mastery over our own lives every single day, by letting old habits dictate our response. But the secret of Zen practice, and the most marvelous gift that clear seeing offers, is the discovery of the space of freedom. I want you to imagine this. When someone delivers a sharp word, the stimulus, what do you feel before your mind even figures out how to talk back the reaction? There is always a tiny, almost imperceptible moment, a clenching in the chest, a slight flush on the face, or a held breath. That minuscule sub-second moment is the space of freedom we are seeking. This gap is precisely where you shift from reacting, being pushed by habit, to responding, making a conscious choice. How do you extend this space? It is deceptively simple, by paying attention to the body. In moments of stress, when the email annoys you, when the traffic frustrates you, stop. Don't try to stop the thought. Instead, locate the physical sensation happening inside your body. Notice the tension in your shoulders or the quickening of your heart rate. And then bring your attention to your breath. Inhale, exhale. Just one conscious breath is enough. That single simple act is enough to extend the space of freedom just a little. And within that extended moment, you are free to choose. You are no longer enslaved by the anger or the fear. You have reclaimed your command. This, you tell the universe, I am the decision maker here. We do not have to be slaves to those old habitual reactions. reactions anymore. We have found the space to breathe and choose, but now we must confront the biggest, most constant obstacle to inner peace, our resistance to reality. This resistance manifests as our unwillingness to accept the fundamental law of the universe, a truth the Buddha called impermanence or anicca. Intellectually, we all know that everything changes. We've seen it happen countless times. Our bodies change, our children grow up and move away, our careers peak and transition into retirement, our emotions rise and fall hour by hour. Yet deep down, we cling stubbornly to a desperate expectation of stability. We expect relationships to stay exactly as they were on our wedding day. We expect our health to remain the same as when we were 40. We expect our happiness to be a fixed state, a treasure we can lock away. And when life by its very nature shifts, when a relationship evolves, when the body sends a new ache, when a joy dissolves, we experience it as profound suffering. Why? Because we have mistaken clinging for love or security. When we don't accept anicca, that everything, including our own sense of self, is passing through, we create an inner contradiction. We are rigid, but life is fluid. And in that mismatch, we hurt. Clear seeing is simply the acceptance of this truth as a natural law. It is the recognition that change is not a personal failure, a tragedy, or a punishment. It is the operation of life itself. When you truly see impermanence, the moment a joy departs, you can still cherish the memory without demanding its return. The moment a role ends, you can mourn it, but you don't fight it. You see that everything arises and dissolves like waves on the ocean. This acceptance is not resignation. It is a profound liberation. It transforms change from an experience of loss into an experience of flow. It allows you to let go with an open hand, trusting the life process. Now that we have accepted the nature of change, let's bring this wisdom down to earth and look at the simplest yet most effective way to integrate it into every moment of your day. We've traveled through deep concepts, the two arrows of suffering, the liberating truth of impermanence, and the courage of the fearless heart. But you might be asking, Master, do I have to go on a retreat? Do I need to sit for hours a day to achieve this clear seeing? The most beautiful truth of all is that you don't. You don't need a mountaintop or a secluded cave. The sixth and final wisdom is this: turn the ordinary moment into a gate of freedom. Clear seeing does not wait for a special occasion. It blossoms in the simplest, most mundane moments of your life. These quiet, often rushed moments, the ones we skip over while thinking about the next task, are the greatest opportunities for awakening. Think about washing the dishes. Most of us are just trying to get the chore done so we can get back to thinking. But what if instead you were truly present? Feel the warmth of the water against your skin. Hear the soft clinking of the ceramic plates. Notice the pressure of your feet on the floor as you walk from the kitchen to the living room. When you bring mindful awareness to these small, meaningless tasks, you dissolve the veil of autopilot mode. You step out of the mental story, the past, regrets, the future, worries, and you return entirely to the miracle of existence right now. Practicing mindfulness in these small, repetitive acts is the highest expression of awakening. It shows you that life isn't something you have to survive until the next big vacation or milestone. When you choose presence over hurry and awareness over habit, the world softens, your mind softens, and your heart softens. The life you thought you were merely enduring suddenly becomes a life you can fully inhabit moment by moment, with quiet joy and profound gratitude. When you see clearly, you realize you were never the waves tossed about. You were always the ocean, steady and unbroken. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for opening your heart to this wisdom. If this message resonated with you today, please subscribe to my channel to support me in making future videos. Until next time, may you see clearly and may you be free.